yeah, so journaling then became it made sense because there were things that I could not write about that I was going through. I was changing. I was becoming a lot of things. Um,
Still becoming a lot of
yeah,
things.
still becoming a lot of things. And sometimes they were not ready to become fiction.
Hmm.
And some of the things I was going through, there were still like wounds. And writing in a journal, it was a way also of healing in a way. So yeah, I think my journaling picked up as well when I moved here because I was alone and there were things that I could not converse with other people. And I thought, you know what? That's the only thing. But I have an on and off. I'm not as good as you or frequent as you, or I am on and off, on and off, on and off.
No,
And
I'm same.
yeah,
Same, same.
I like that though. I like that my journal is there waiting for me. It's not going anywhere. It
Yes.
calls me when I need it, and I call it when I need it as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
It fits you. It fits, and
Yeah.
that is just, I'm big on reflection. So everything, absolutely everything resonates. Like just putting, like I tell people, put it on a page so it's out of your head. Like when
Mm.
I encourage journaling, because it gets mixed up in everything we're thinking and then you put it on the page and you're like, oh,
Mhm.
okay. Even if you look at it later, or I love Matthew McConaughey now. I'm reading a lot of his stuff, like Green Lights and stuff, and he pulls from his journals, and I'm going like, I must look back on my journals at some
Yeah.
point if I'm
Yeah.
brave enough,
Yeah.
because I read my 16-year-old self and I just go,
See, this is one thing I also love about you, the fact that you really are a person who really does journal. It's not a trend for you because there was in my practice of journaling, one time it became a trend. Oh, I'm journaling.
even
I
reading Doogie Howser, dude. Doogie Howser got me into like, oh, today, dear diary, and
diary.
wherever it comes
But
from.
but I did it as a kid. I did for me it was Dear Diary. It was not journaling. It was
Yes,
Dear Diary,
yes,
you know? But
yes.
but I cannot this is also I appreciate you so much because you have access to the things that you were writing when you were 16, when you were younger. And I'm like, what a gift to give yourself as an adult to look at actually to track. It's like
Yeah,
you are
but Penny,
what is it? I wanted to say you have managed to lock memories somehow so that
but remember, my whole house burned down with everything we owned, and this box was in the cupboard, and it
yes,
survived all of it. I lost the first book I ever wrote. It was called Finding Home, and back then there was no internet. So when the fire took the laptop, I hadn't backed it up anywhere. We lost the movie. The movie we shot was on a drive, so that got survived. That saved somehow.
yeah,
We had shot, and the book went. But this box of journals from the time I was 10-year old, where it's written in pencil and you're trying to form letters. I mean, size 11, we're still working. I mean, handwriting, reading, all of that. Fine motor skills you can see. And then now I pull out a pen and the journal is here because I just might want to just see my hand on the page,
yeah.
like form what happened or what didn't, or not even like focus on a particular thing. So I love journaling. It makes me want to journal now. As soon as we hang up on this, I'll be like, wow, do
Wow.
you know this? I learned this
Damn.
about myself today. Reflection, I think is
I like actually
the
the
key.
word reflection. It makes it more accessible.
It's yours.
Yeah, but also reflection means you it is a given that you have something to look back on. Something has happened for you to revisit.
There's
Um,
something there.
yeah, I like that word. Okay, so
Yes.
I think it's my turn to ask you a question.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Yes.
This one, I mean, I think I'm too excited for this because I think everyone who has been listening or will be watching this, hopefully,
Yes.
they're like, this girl is doing too much, this guy is just doing too much. So
I am.
My question is a simple one. How do you balance being a mother, a wife, a businesswoman, um, an artist, a fur mom? Because I think it's Jack, right?
Jackpot and Soji, Princess Soji, and then Jon Snow is the last one.
How do you balance being a mother, wife, businesswoman, and a woman? I forgot to say that. A woman. And also having pets, because I have a dog and a girl. Shit.
It's harder than a child because the
No.
child will like find themselves eventually.
But you do so
It's
much, and anything that you touch is absolutely quality. I still go back to, if you ask me what theater works have touched me, your pieces in Musho, it's one of them. And I think I said this before that I've never seen, and I don't know if I'm gonna be stepping on people's toes, but I've never seen, please forgive me, I've never seen great Indian actors in Durban. You were my first, you and your partner were my first um opening, my first doorway. I'm like, fuck. It's not only us black people, you know, it's not only Kickstart company, you
No,
know,
for sure.
they look at her and she's even further than all of us. I would think I was still doing my second year in university when I watched your show. And I'm like, who is this person? You were not Indian on that stage. You were an actor. You were a storyteller. You were a multi-talented person. And it's like you were my Boomy, you know? You and Boomy, I was like, hey, we
That's
must.
how I see her. When I see improvement now, I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm working hard to be.
So, but uh, you left a mark in me. And it's also connects to also, I know my question was about balance, but it connects to what Bumi also
Yeah.
said. She said, because I reached out to her and I said I want to do a one-hander, a
Yes.
solo piece. And then she said, you must make sure that that solo piece can sustain you almost forever. It must be that good. It must be the, it must be quality one, but also it must be something that you have not done ever before, so
Mm,
that you'll be able to live from it and on it.
mm,
And I feel you look at you, when I look at you and the works you have done, that's what I see also, that your work can act, it's timeless. It lives on. And I don't say this to buy your face, but I really truly, I don't, if you ask me what followed after your show, I will never tell you.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
If
yeah, yeah.
if you like, and I was young, hey? And
Mm,
if you ask me, what is there a show you've watched in Grahamstown that touched you this way? There was one, but there's people don't create this way except Bumi and you and Neil
no,
and Neil, um, and
no, for sure.
Rule.
You have to throw it. Make sure the
Uh,
checklist is there.
yeah. So I'm
Yes.
asking a lot of things.
So
Balance, yeah,
to go
yeah.
backwards from this into that first part, I think we always, for some reason, I've always drawn from me as a core. So when I'm performing something of my own on stage, I am so connected with it from what it was meant to be to the baby that is being born. So, the Jamaican mom who lost her husband and is raising her child. I hadn't had kids when I wrote that, and Devesh directed me to it, but it was the connection of a mother, of my mother, of all the mothers that had mothered me, or the single moms. So tapping into, and I do this a lot, and people will never know who they are and tap into the people I meet and try and not replicate them on stage, but
Yeah.
their energy on stage or their excitement or their essence sometimes that you like capture and put it in a bottle and you're like, I'm gonna
Right.
use it for this. And then not become them, but play them because it's actual stories on stage you're telling. And what you said about Mpume as well, about make sure it's it's like the show that'll carry you and you will carry it.
Mm.
Like when I was rehearsing Roti Queen, I went, do I really want to go that deep and make people feel it's a Bollywood show? But am I really dancing to 13 Bollywood songs at this mom body and making Roti fresh on stage? Like, why are you doing this to yourself? And then go, okay, no, this feels like motherhood as well. Like it was a journey
Mm.
through motherhood of she's making roti while reflecting on her marriage, while
Mm.
her son is there with the mother-in-law, while she reminisces about being a dancer and how she used to use these hands to like be wonderfully gorgeous, but now she's making roti. And for everybody in the audience as moms to ask themselves what are they doing with their hands and how are they picking up books, and are they making roti and are they how and for me it's that reflection process that if you can make somebody see their own story. And you said something about every person's story in school at varsity. When I was reading Albert Camus and in literature class we came across every man's story, every woman's story, and I just went, because we're all the same. Like even though we're so different, we
Mm.
all feel on this quotient of give and take and let go and have and don't. And so we can identify with each other if we're able to just say here. And so it's taken a lot of years to just be able to go, I'm pulling this part and I'm just going here, and then also like bringing in the husbands of division. Like I'm going, but people are not going to laugh. And he's like, but look at, just do it and
Mm.
watch what happens to it when you don't like pressure it to be anything. And then it goes back to the routine of just like I schedule not everything, but like I do yoga for the last 6 years now and meditation and
Wow.
affirmations. And that's where the journaling I'm sort of like I try to there, but just that 1 hour or 2 hours in the morning to just go, this is how, this is
Wow.
this is what I want to create. And then go off to creches where I'm teaching like 3 to 6 year olds, and then go off to 10 to 14-year-olds. And then there's another playwriting twist thing coming up, or in a voice room, and then flipping to like on set. And then the next day doing a shoot, and then learning lines and trying to be American, and then bring it into Kaleidoscope and getting the whole class to learn accents with me. So it's a group effort. But it's become this thing where I just pick and go, okay, and then box it as well, because then I forget. Like you said, you'll be able to edit this and cut and
Mm.
slice, and like in your mind, you're cutting and slicing everything you have to do in the day. So
Right.
you
Right.
and I've got 7 different emails for like freelancing work, then writing work, then voiceover work, then film
Ah,
work, school work, and then I'm like, woo! And then when Baby Reindeer came out and Piers Morgan said, who has 8 emails? And I'm like, oh my God, something
ah.
is crazy.
Shika, you cannot say you've got, my God, I thought it was only me. I have emails. Are you saying you have email addresses?
But separate email addresses
I
for
have the
each. So I've
same.
got Kaleidoscope,
Oh my
Shika
God,
the kind of
I do the same. Okay, maybe it's a normal
correct.
thing. It's not special. Maybe everyone is doing this. We shouldn't think
No,
we're
no.
special.
We need to send out a memo or a raven and like form a club or something because I thought I was alone.
No,
You.
I think about it, I have about 10.
Okay.
10 or, and I'm still adding because life is,
The other day as well, I was like, She Kaleidoscope is available, Dot Durban. I'll take it, Gmail. And then I was like, right, we're using this one for this branch.
yeah.
It's because you have to,
And
but I
it's
don't know if
not
it's a freelancer
confusing at
life.
all. It's
It's
not
not.
confusing. It's so clear. You know,
Yes,
okay, when you get this email for it's about this, it's definitely about
yes.
that.
Yes, you're gonna go there. Your brain is just gonna go compute to that, right? It's here. I'll
Right,
find
oh,
you. I'll reply. Jump.
right, oh.
It's like Mario game all over again. We're
Oh
just
my
jumping into
God.
different levels, my friend.
Oh my God. This is so awesome to hear this. I'm so happy I'm not crazy or something.
Yes, next time you go to your email, you're going to laugh. I'm also going to be like, ha ha ha, here we are.
But I
I
love
used
it.
to work
I love it.
for a
I
radio
love it.
station
Like,
and then it ended up being a Shika Mega B because it sounds like Mega Biatch, but
yeah,
I just went Mega B because it went like, it's a different stream for radio work.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I
Oh,
was like,
wow.
okay, that's happening on that thing there.
Because, I think we might need to have another session sometime
Yes,
just to also just
a
to
reflection.
yeah, yeah, to reflect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move to my
Okay.
my
Okay.
yes. This one is what made me open up to open my process and open my struggles, open my anxieties, especially around writing,
Mm.
literature, but also auditioning, looking for work, and creating my own work, and deciding to actually create my own work. It's rejection.
Oh, yes.
So, my question to you, Shika,
Mm.
how do you deal with rejection? And I think there are many questions I want to ask around it. And I hope we can remember when you respond, but also yeah, how do you deal with rejection? One, and when someone says no to you, what does that mean to you now? And has that meaning ever changed, or has it been always that the same meaning? You know what I mean?
Yes, yes and no. Because, okay, I think there's so many things coming to me. I want to make sure I answer your question and think about that as well. When you said rejection, right? It, ha, ha, freelancer, we were talking about this just before this. Being a freelancer, you get used to always being unemployed. I always say, like everybody who, like I know, works a steady job, when they lose their job or it's coming to an end or moving on to a shifting, changing scope, everyone's like, okay, it's a big change. And I realized being a freelancer, we move so easily from one production. And yes, it's sad, it ends, and then cast party or end of the,
That's
run.
funny.
I wish I could go back to those
Ah!
cast. We didn't appreciate it enough. Go back in time with the hot tub time machine.
Oh wow.
And then um and then wait, I've lost my frame of
So
thought.
sorry.
Oh yes. And then move on to the next project,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you move on with a new bunch of people and everyone who's working it for the first time is like, oh, I'm gonna miss you. And I'm like, yes. And then it'll recycle. And if we're meant to be in the same space together, we will and we will work. And then, it will align so long as we keep working or if we keep
Mm,
the conversation going.
yeah.
I think rejection in terms of writing, I haven't put my work out there writing wise. I haven't been a writer
Why have
except for the stuff
why you haven't done that?
well, I've been writing the stage plays and different forms. So my children's theatre show and then Roti Queen division with I and then Shikaland. And I'm always writing Shikaland too. I've got the accents and I'm putting their stories together. So one day that'll happen because I want to do Australian and now the world is so global. It's a different story to tell as well. Back then it was us and now isolated and the internet was coming alive and these other cultures were coming closer. Now it's
So
it's
true.
it's
That is so
it's a
true.
flip of a coin. And so I want to do Shika Japan story. And now that I've played, connected with that and different. So I haven't put my stuff out there again. I don't know. With Ayo Rama,